Hi folks, and welcome back to another Travels Red Rover. I'm Sean.
And I'm Corrine.
And where are we this very, very hot afternoon?
In the desert.
Really in the desert. We really don't belong here today.
We are in Cathedral Valley, which is at the northeast side of Capitol Reef Park, central Utah near Canesville. And we thought it would be much cooler today. We thought it'd be about 80, and it is about 95.
Yeah, going to 100. So it's quite uncomfortable out here.
We thought we would find a camp spot just outside the park boundary on BLM land and do sunset and sunrise photography here, but we've just thought it's too hot. So what's our alternative, Sean?
Well, we're going to go out and take some handheld shots because we don't want to lose the opportunity. Also, we have some nice white puffy clouds. So we're going to do some white puffy cloud shots.
Yeah, so we're just going to do some handheld shots here. It's the latter part of the afternoon, so things are brightly lit, and some deep shadows on the shady side of the monoliths we'll show you. But, you know, with a good ISO, we should be able to get a couple decent shots anyway, even though they won't be sunset.
Yep, I think that's exactly what we're going to end up with. So we should get started before we overheat.
All right.
Cathedral Valley is an extraordinarily beautiful part of the park, but it is very remote. Please check with the rangers to make sure that the roads are actually passable when you head in this direction. Even when it's passable, the roads are very rudimentary. They're very deep sand areas, rocks, stones, and we found our four-wheel drive van was quite capable for this area, but we wouldn't want to have been out here in a sedan. And like any time when you travel into the desert, make sure you bring lots of water, food, and some tools to fix your vehicle. I can't emphasize enough how remote this area is.
This is a view of the south side of the Temple of the Sun. We're standing at the Temple of the Moon, just in the shade. And this has a really well-lit side. This is the south side. And you can see a really nice white cloud in a band from the west to the east. And it's just a lovely framing of the rock. The only interesting thing about doing the picture here is that the land slopes quite considerably from our left to our right. So as we prepare our photos, it may look like the horizon's on an angle.
So Corrine just gave a really good description of the Temple of the Sun. One of the things that she forgot to mention is that the cloud is in the shape of a big bird. So it actually looks like a big bird coming over top of the Temple of the Sun right now. I think that just makes it kind of a cool daytime shot. Now, Corrine and I are walking out to a little hill here, series of rocks, mud and rock. See if we can get up just a little bit higher to do a little bit more photography. There's the Temple of the Sun, and there's the Temple of the Moon.
Up on that hillside, you can see Sean in silhouette. And you'll notice that he is elevated quite a bit higher than I am. And that's because when you're doing photos of very tall structures, like this Temple of the Moon over here that he's shooting, if you can get up in elevation, then you'll get less distortion on the angular view of your image, of your subject matter. So look for an opportunity to get up a little higher so that you're not right below your subject.
So, Corrine, that brings us pretty much to the end, and I was wondering how you did.
I enjoyed it. I was able to get over to a good side for not too much shadow, and I think we got a little bit of elevation, so that helped us with a nice straight-on view of the rock structures. So I think it turned out pretty good, and there were nice white puffy clouds that we're always complaining we never have, so we can't complain too much here.
And the funny part is the white puffy clouds are now moving off, so we were here just at like literally the perfect time for those shots.
Yeah, it's still pretty darn hot out here. You don't want to be out here without lots of water. We're going to probably retreat back up to higher elevation where there's a campground inside the park and camp up at higher elevation for the night.
That sounds like a great idea.
What do you think of your shoot?
It was pretty good. I really enjoyed shooting the cloud in the shape of the bird over top of Temple of the Sun. That was actually fun. We don't do that very often, and it was just different enough to make it really interesting. And as I say, that we're mostly tripod shooters, so every once in a while, taking the camera off the tripod and really having that flexibility of movement is kind of liberating. And try a lot of things that you probably will never see, but it's fun trying them.
Well, we sure hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give us a thumbs up.
And if you'd like to follow us, please subscribe down below.
We'd really appreciate all the subscribers we have, and adding some more, that would be really great. It encourages us to get out here and get some photography done. Yeah. And if you would like to know when our videos are released, hit that little notification bell down below.
Ding.
Ding. And as always, we love to hear your comments or questions or thoughts. Let us know if you've been out here, would like to come out here, have explored Capitol Reef. It's one of the less visited national park, and I think it's a real gem.
And if you've got the vehicle to do it, coming out here onto the much more remote part of the park is a lot of fun. We've had the entire place to ourselves all day. Haven't seen another person or a car, and it's been really a lot of fun being out here.
Yeah, but be self-sufficient.
Be self-sufficient.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us, and until next time, bye for now.
Bye for now.